Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, Okay, go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
On the set, General West. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? Big grip.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready to break.
45, Mike, 45. You don't want that. Pick up the ball.
Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Check. Get it.
Locked to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Locke. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
22 jet bomber.
Check three. Check.
Ito Smith, his first carry. That's some strong running. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's now 3rd down and
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the pass. 95 is Mike. Watch the shoot.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey.
Go.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Here we are.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
It's me and you.
2.
On first down, Lindsey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. 45.
On third and long, it's Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll run here with Lindsey and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Wahoo!
Check his Mike.
Now!
I'm coming.
Go! Ready!
Here's second and 8. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I know he ain't got 6'6", pull it high.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Keep playing
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On first down, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Throwing now is Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Okay, ready? General West. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
95 is no check.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run on 1st down. Addison. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Topper! Bravo! Hey, turn it out. 95
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rock gonna throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
132 fighter.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Come on. Check 45. Now.
On second down, here's Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taking it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Hey, Charlie.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Locke now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch, X3, 218, chopper. 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the set. Now check his right. You must be dreaming. Big gas. Under 10. 10. Check. Lucky. Kill.
Right back to him on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Blue draw Corkers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, high 7. 2.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They run the counter. Addison, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Matchbox lights. Watch the screen. Watch the shift. Watch Leo. Hit it.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. Addison, and he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
64. Put that team on the button. Slam.
This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Ready.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Tight General West. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Addison, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set. 70, Indy. Watch a slant. Check safety. 30. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Crash. He's coming. We got double up. Check 4. Alert. Hard. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 26. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Addison, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Let's go now. 8, read. Hey,
that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Atlanta,